Pineapple soup with the heavy. Pineapple seeds, dark tinted. Pineapple roof. Like that shit back, hey. 20 motherfucking racks on the money. Jump in the what the fuck is that?
Thinking of a master plan. This ain't nothing but.
What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the Lake Show. I am your host. If you ain't pitching shit, aka what your man want to do, aka Lope. And this is the NBA recap for Thursday night games. And we had an NFL game, and I think we will start with that NFL game before we get into the NBA. You know what I'm saying? We had 4 NBA games last night, and we have 7 for this Friday night. But like I said, let's get into that NFL game that we had. Where the Miami Dolphins traveled to the Houston Texans. Both of those teams were sitting at a 4-3. I said I was going to watch this game, but I ended up not watching this game where the Texans won this game 42-23 over the Miami Dolphins, where I said I was taking Houston minus the 8 and I was going to take it over. So it looks like that was a win-win to me. I don't know. I just looked at that game for as I think Tannehill was out, and I think they might have had a couple of defensive people, specialty teams people might have been out, whatever. But I don't know. I just took from where I came with my scheme. You know what I'm saying? I was 5 points off, so of course I went with the spread, and I mean my point spread was dead on with theirs, so that just made me take it over. So, you know, that's the game for that right there. Now on to this NBA game we had, these 4 games that we had the other night. Probably didn't do too good again, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a little shaky. But, of course, we had Cleveland traveling to Detroit, and I already knew I was going to take Detroit from where I even looked at number stats or any of that. Where, I mean, I took Detroit minus 10 and over 217, which, you know, because Detroit ended up winning this game by 7, 110-103, and it stayed under the 217 by 3. Tough break right there. And let's get you a couple of the players of the game stats or leading scores for each team, how I do it or whatever. You had Kyle Prober for Cleveland bringing you 21 points, 7 of 10, a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Then you had Andre Drummond bring you 26 points, 11 of 17 from the field, and 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Then we had Portland traveling to the Orlando Magic, where I took Portland minus 4 and under 214, where that was a win and a loss because the game was Portland improving to 3-1. Away of 128-114. So yes, they covered the 4 and more. And I had them winning by what made me take the game minus the 4 is because I had it. My number showed me 20 plus points on the spread. So I knew, you know what I'm saying, that was what's gonna happen. But it of course did not stay under the 214. I didn't expect it to be that much scoring. Excuse me, guys. Let's see. Next We had Damian Early bring you a whopping 41 points, shooting 13 of 23 from the field, and he was 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Then you had Nikolai from Orlando bringing you 24, 10 of 16 from the field, and 2 of 2 as the big man for Orlando. Then we had the Boston Celtics traveling to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And what made me take Boston on this game is because OKC is just not playing like type of basketball that I was seeing last year. Like, I don't know what it is that's going on, but right now, Oklahoma City, excuse me, I don't know what the crap, but once again, every time I go out that door, because right before I started the show, I had a package come from UPS. And as you can see, my eyes are already reddening up. There's got to be something dealing with either the plants that's planted out front, or that big old tree in the front yard that I'm allergic to or something. Because it's like every time, it's like I get so drowsy, and my eyes just tear up and get so watery when I go outside, guys. I don't know what it is, and I apologize for that. But back to it, like, Oklahoma City still hasn't brought a win this year. And for Boston, you had Jason Tatum bring you 24 points, 8 of 18. Not that good of shooting. And he was a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Then you had, of course, for OKC, Paul George bringing you a 22 points shooting, 7 of 22. Once again, not really good in my book. 6 for 8. Then on to my LA Lakers. Where I took this game +3 because Denver was giving the Lakers 3. And even though just because Denver was undefeated, I just seen something that Kobe had to say, like, who cares? Like, Magic Johnson, to me, is the face of the Lakers. Now that we have LeBron there, yeah. Kobe was there, yo. I couldn't stand the Lakers because of how they upheld Kobe. Yes, Kobe won 5 rings, but we don't want to talk about how Kobe had Shaq, how Kobe had Rick Fox, Robert Horry. We don't want to talk about none of that. You know what I'm saying? We just want to sit there and act like Kobe came to the Lakers and made the Lakers a championship team. They were a championship team before he got there. Like I said, he came there and he sat there on the bench. You know what I'm saying? If Kobe was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to really get into it because I'm not a Kobe fan, never will be a Kobe fan. Because how do you score 81 points in a game and still lose? You know what I'm saying? How do you score 81 points and not have a double-double somewhere? If you done scored 81 points, that means the pressure was on you. Dish the ball. Now, I would have been impressed if he'd have had 81 points, 12 rebounds, 23 assists. Oh, yeah, but I'm not a Kobe fan. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, they was always trying to compare him to Jordan. He tried to copy Jordan. Then, of course, there was the Kobe LeBron. The next best player in the league by statistics is LeBron. LeBron still got plenty of basketball left in him. But like, once again, Kobe the best player of all time out there right there because he had 5 rings. Where Tim Duncan had how many rings? Robert Horry had how many rings? Bill Russell has how many rings? But we don't hear none of them being mentioned as the best player to ever play the game. But, because Kobe has 5 rings, he is. Miss me with that. But yeah, I'll never be a Kobe fan. Never did, never will like that. I almost called him something, but whatever. And then, like I said, there's no way the Lakers will win if my dude pulls a triple-double. And what did he go out and do? My dude pulled a triple-double where the Lakers improved to 2-3, giving the Denver Nuggets their first loss of the season. 121 to 114. I don't know why I took that game under. I put a question mark by it. Just like I put a question mark by under Portland's over under. I got to stop second guessing myself. And I know y'all done heard me say that, but it's like sometimes I sit there and I look at it. But I came out with a perfect 235. And the over under was 235. So I just took it over. And no. But anyways, in this game right here, of course, like I said, Denver came out outscoring the Lakers by 4 in the first. Lakers outscored them by 5. Then they outscored the Lakers by 4 again. And then the Lakers totally took over the fourth quarter. But my dude had 28. LeBron James had 28, 11, and 11, y'all. And I'm pretty sure that ain't all. I'm pretty sure he probably had a block, steal, something like that right there. You know, my dude try to, like, he's in all the statistics it is in the game. And yes, I love LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I follow what made me follow LeBron James is when he was in high school. Like, you know, I had this thing where when I was in high school, you know what I'm saying, if they had a problem with me, you know what I'm saying, it's deuces. I'm gone. Guess what? They gonna bring me back. Why? Because I played football. And, you know, that's nothing to be proud of or nothing like that right there. But when I look back at it, yes, I graduated high school. I could have did better in school, but I didn't care because of the environment. You know, it was just certain things. But when it came down to it, sports became more to me than anything. So, of course, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, and I used to be all over the internet then. You know what I'm saying? We go to the computer lab. I'm breaking the firewall. Me and my dudes, we playing Dragon Ball Z. That was the thing back then, you know what I'm saying? So the teacher think we over there just, oh, man. Nah, we over there, bruh, you want some of this? You know what I'm saying? I could be playing my dude over here, all that right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyways, what made me, because like one day I was sitting there and it popped up on ESPN. And I'm like, dang, this dude got a name like me. You know what I'm saying? Because he spells his name with an E. I spell my name with an A. His is Lebron, mine is Labron. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dang. Because like for real though, I couldn't stand my name. Like it was people that would call me LeBron. I couldn't stand it because where did this name come from? You feel me? Like out of all, like, man, what? I'm trying to sit there and I'm like, man, where in the hell could this name came from? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dang, bro. So I'm looking at him, and this dude in high school on this ESPN, and I think the game that I looked at, this dude had maybe like 40 points, 15 rebounds, and like 13 assists. I'm going to say he had triple double for the game or whatever, and the game played on ESPN. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, what the crap? And then I'm sitting here and I'm looking, I'm like, this ain't even like, this is a Christian. Like, I'm like, man, what the crap? And it made me go on and go on. And I'm sitting there. I mean, like I said, I watched the McDonald's All-Star game. I haven't heard, like, I ain't even gonna lie, I haven't watched it since him. And I was watching it and I'm sitting there and my favorite thing was when he moved the crowd back, got the music. I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, what is this dude gonna go do? Because I mean, you done had dude come do a 720, all type of stuff. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, these dudes in high school doing this crap. Man, he done moved the crowd back and all that right there. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You had Michael Vick. You had three of the star players for the Cavaliers there. That's what made me right then and there knew he was going to Cleveland or whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at I want to say Darius Miles was there. I want to say Davis was there. It might have been DeJuan Wagner or whatever on the judging team or whatever. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this dude and like I started following him ever since then, you know. But Yeah, I mean, I just don't see no team losing. I don't care where he goes. When LeBron James brings a triple double, you know what I'm saying? I remember saying that. Like, if LeBron steps up and start doing this, well, I think Rondo comes back next game, and Ingram still has one more to sit out. But if LeBron steps up, do this, I just don't see him losing. Like nowhere in it do I see them losing. That's just my opinion. And for Denver, they had Nikola Jokic, 24 points, 9 of 17, and 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Which LeBron James was 10 of 7 from the field and 7 of 10 from the free throw line. But they've gotten a win on the road and they got a win at home. So now I think they have a taste of what they need to do. The crowd is behind them. The crowd is like, that's one thing about your Chicago teams, your Boston teams, and your Laker teams, even your 76er teams. The crowds is always going to be there. Always. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just always going to be there. Just like your Yankees, your Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? The fans is always going to be there no matter what. Because, I mean, if you're a true fan, you're going to be there no matter what. You feel me? But that right there concludes Thursday night's NFL, where Miami once again took a loss to the Houston Rockets. The NFL and NBA cap. And for tonight, like I said, I think we have 7 games, 2, 4, 6, 7 games. Where we have Chicago Bulls traveling to the Charlotte Hornets. Where I don't see Charlotte, like Chicago ain't playing real good, you know what I'm saying? They're a young team, you know what I'm saying? I think they have 1 win on the season. And I'm just going to take it. Let me look at this. Yeah, I'm going to take Chicago plus them 10. I don't see Charlotte even winning this game. Like, I really am confident in Chicago winning the game head up. But if Charlotte wants to give them 10, I'm taking them, and I'm going to say it will stay under 225. Then we have the Golden State Warriors sitting at a 4-1, traveling all the way to New York City, where I believe they are going to win this game, and they will win this game by 12. That's what I'm giving. I'm giving 12. And I say that this game will go over 226, y'all. I'm going to say it's going to go over 226. Then we have the Dallas Mavericks traveling to Toronto Raptors, where the Toronto Raptors are playing good and they're undefeated right now. They're playing good basketball. Kawhi Leonard seems like he's fitting in over there. Well, I'm going to take Toronto minus 11. And I also say this game is going to go over 223. Then you had the Clippers traveling to Houston where Paul. Well, his name is Paul. I'm tripping. But CP3 will be back. I think he was back. Yeah. CP3 is back. I don't know about James Harden. Haven't heard anything about that. Like I said, the last game he went out with an injury in the 4th. I haven't heard nothing about it. But I am going to take the Clippers plus 4, and I'm going to take this game over 219. Then you have Milwaukee, another undefeated team right now playing good basketball, taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, where I will take Milwaukee minus 2. And I say this game will go over 233, y'all. Then we have Washington Wizards traveling to Sacramento Kings, where I will take the Washington. And on that Minnesota game, I believe Wiggins and Butler is out. And there's speculation on a trade. Butler, you know what I'm saying? Some trade. And then it's like also seeing where KD is on a billboard in New York. So we don't know about that. KD and Porzingis, that might be ugly, y'all. Somebody in the East got to do something to try to compete for a championship in the Eastern Conference. Somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's sitting here thinking, "Oh, Boston," but I'm not seeing Boston. I'm not seeing Boston, y'all. But like I said, boy, that'd be something right there. And we all know that KD and Draymond Green have had some type of altercations before on the sideline, doing practice, all that. But like I said, Washington Wizards -5 and over 237. Sacramento just ain't playing no good ball, y'all. Then finally, but not least, we had the BK Brooklyn Nets going to New Orleans. Who that? New Orleans. Who that? The Pelicans. Well, I'm gonna take New Orleans -9, and I'm gonna take that game over 234. So that right there concludes our game recap and predictions for Friday night. Like I said, I might try to bring. Well, I am gonna have to bring, because I know I will not be up early in the morning enough to bring you my college predictions for tomorrow. So I am gonna conclude this show, and I will be back with my college predictions for Saturday. I think this is week 9. Might not be. I think it is week 9. I think it's week 9. Yeah. Week 9 college football predictions. And I'm gonna try to come up with some more on these trash that I've heard a little bit about, and for as the James injury, all that right there, guys. So just smash the subscribe button. Let it get a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Lope. Holla.